Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm breaking down this six-figure dividend portfolio. It's currently dripping me $4,795, which is $5 away from $400 a month in passive income. I've been fighting for months to cross over this line. You old subscribers know exactly what I'm talking about, but I so look forward to breaking down the entire new dividend portfolio for you. So let's jump right into this. Passive income investors alike today. I'm super pumped. There's so many changes going on in my dividend portfolio, and we're going to head over to my computer in a sec, and I'm going to show you all the changes, everything I've done. I've recently just sold Constellation Brands because I'm not happy with the CEO's decision firing Bruce. I don't think they understand the regulatory issues, and I think they're going to run into a lot of headwinds that they are unprepared for, whereas Brucey, my boy, was killing the game, even though he couldn't really move a whole lot of weight. He was really expanding that company, and I think that company is going to be hitting some brick walls soon. So I'm going to stay all off that to the side, but I really want to talk specifically about the dividends today because this is what the whole reason is behind my portfolio. And I've been shuffling some money around, and I bought some British American tobacco the other day, which raised my dividends up huge because the dollar came down right after I bought that purchase, which also increased my dividends just a little bit more. But let's head over to the portfolio and kind of show you guys what's going on. All right, passive income investors, here we are. We're taking a look at the tax-free savings account first. I've just recently, like I've said to some of you older subscribers, you probably realize that I just opened up a US dollar account because I live in Canada. And the reason we open a US dollar account is so we're not constantly trading between Canadian and US dollars. Trading those conversion rates gets expensive. So what I had done is I literally had all my US holdings get put into US dollars, and I will get paid in dividends in US dollars, and vice versa. Canadian dollars, I will get paid in Canadian dollars, and they will get separated in these accounts. As you can see, I have $21.83 in US dollars and about 12 cents in Canadian left in this entire account. Now, this account has been relatively flat. We usually hover between about $4,000 and $6,000 ish in this account. It keeps floating between there, but as we're holding it as mainly a dividend portfolio, I don't mind it too much. I really want to see Canadian Imperial Bank get up. The banks in Canada haven't been doing too well on the equity end of things. The dividends have been paying out consistently, but I need this equity to go up because I want to leverage down in Canadian Imperial Bank. So I've been desperately awaiting for this thing to just have a little bit of a bump. I'd like to see it get somewhere back over that 110 mark. And then I'll probably consider liquidating a little bit of it, just a little bit. I don't want to take too much of it out, but probably about, $4,000 or $5,000. Same with Apple. Still patiently awaiting to sell my Apple shares. Apple's sitting here. A lot of people have been battering Apple. There's been some downgrades. Huawei's been giving it some issues. And then look, even a day later, we got more bulls than bears. I think it was the other day I was on here and there was more bears than bulls. I don't think Apple's going anywhere anytime soon. I love holding the company. I'm just holding a lot of this in US dollars. It's about a $17,000, $18,000 position in Canadian dollars. And I want to continue buying some British American tobacco along with Altria Group is what I'm trying to get in this stock portfolio. Plus, there's a few other companies I'm going to look into buying, which I'm going to do a breakdown later tonight. So stick around, guys, if you want to see some REITs that are paying 8+%, like my beautiful GEO Group here. A lot of people have been having issues with GEO Group because their dividends are absolutely beautiful. But this company, any high-yielding dividend company, boy, you're going to experience the crazy amount of just backlash. This thing probably does 20 to 50% movements on a regular basis. So when we buy this, we're strictly buying it for that 10% yield. And I don't think you do any wrong buying right around this line right here. I'm not buying any more right now. I'll probably set up a drip here sooner or later. But let's move into the other account. That's just the one account. And then over here we have my other account that I've sold Constellation Brands out of. As we can see, I've got about 4,049 Canadian dollars. I have no idea what I'm doing with. I might use it to buy a business. I might put it in my savings account as an emergency fund. I might transfer it to my RRSP to avoid paying taxes on it. I'm not sure just yet. If I see a short-term trade like Facebook, I did last time, I might buy into something like that and just hold on to it for a little bit. I don't know just yet. I just don't want to hold Constellation Brands. Don't trust it. A lot of you guys can hold it. I have nothing against the company. I think the company's going to do amazing long term, even just with their alcohol. I like I said, just because of how much exposure I have to marijuana already with MO, I don't want to add any more risk. If you want to go watch the video I made about Constellation Brands, you're welcome to do so in the last video that I made, because I think it really sums everything up on why I'm selling it. I just don't think they're competent enough in regulatory issues, and I think they're going to run into some huge headwinds, and now they don't have one of the best fundraising guys on the planet doing it when it comes to marijuana. So I don't think Canopy's going to have much more expansion, and I don't think they're going to be moving much product because of the regulatory issues. So that's just my personal opinion. But
Here this account sits, and we're going to go into the dividends real quick, guys. One of you was asking me if I was going to buy more Tesla with my Constellation shares, and I'm not buying any more Tesla right now, guys, just because, again, I'm more focused on the dividends, and I want to get Tesla as a position in my tax-free savings account over the next year or two. For right now, I'm just going to hold on to this as it is. Would I add some more? If I had extra capital that I was comfortable sinking in here for a long period of time, absolutely, but I'm going to be looking at this as short-term capital like I said, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I might just use it to divert taxes. Who knows? Maybe I'll buy Tesla in my RRSP instead as a long-term hold because, again, I can't do much with this company for another 10 or 15 years. This company's a long ways out from anything substantial, but who knows? Maybe it would be a good value add to my RSP as well. I'm not sure. Which brings me to that very beautiful statement right there, guys. Not that it's that beautiful, but there's my new RRSP, the Registered Retirement Savings Plan. Now, my least favorite account of all of them, I just put a little bit of money in here because they don't want you to keep the accounts empty. So I put 25 bucks in here. This is the first time ever doing this. I'd rather keep my tax-free savings account going, this one, because all this money I've already paid taxes on. And luckily it was when I wasn't making a whole lot of money. So I built this up over 5 years, not making a whole lot to pay a whole lot of taxes. But because I'm living like a minimalist, I was able to put most of that money away. And boom, we have this beautiful account paying me completely tax-free. Whereas this account I have to pay taxes on most of this money at the end of the year, and I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing with that, but I can defer some of it into my RRSP, but I don't like the RRSP because I can't pull money out of this. The money, this $25 I just put in here, if I pull it out, I'll be paying huge penalties, taxes, fines, but if I leave it in here, I won't be able to touch it till I'm 65, but it'll defer any taxes I would have had to pay on that 25 bucks, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're talking about the kind of money that's in this account, it might make a big difference. But the only difference too is the money I make in this account I can spend, which brings me into the dividends. Let's just quickly go over the dividends, guys. So we'll add up some math and then we'll come back to the best dividend paying companies. But right now we got almost 2,000 coming in Canadian dollars just off these three companies. And then we have 1,208 US dollars coming off these 5 companies. So if we take 1,208.44 and we divide that out, not divide it out, but we basically convert it to Canadian dollars from US, we would be left with $1,585.65. If we add that to my other account, so this is just, let me find this here again for you guys. So this is the one account. So if we add those together, after we convert it, and then we had 1,241 from my other account, the one that I have to pay taxes on. We take those numbers, so we converted this to CAD, we added the other 2 Canadian numbers together, and we're going to end up with 4,795.77 divided by 12. Not that it consistently pays this out on a monthly basis. Some months I get a lot of money, some months I only get a few $100 or maybe $100 or $200, but at the end of the year, it should average out to being around $400 a month, which again, we are almost, oh my God. I made a video like a month ago, and I was like an inch from getting over this, and then the Canadian dollar went way up, and then this dropped because the U.S. money that I have that's paying me U.S. dividends would literally go down if the Canadian dollar goes up. And I've been fighting to get over this $400 mark for a little while now, guys, but I'm inches away from passing it, and I could easily pass it, but just reinvesting the $4,000 I have or any of the other money I have sitting in my basic savings accounts. I'm just not investing at the moment because I am just playing the game here, guys, just treading water, taking a look at some new positions, patiently awaiting for my tax-free savings account to build up so I can liquidate some positions in here, guys, like Apple. I'll probably even I won't pull any out of Microsoft. I like Microsoft a lot, but I'll definitely leverage down in Apple. That'll be a big one that I'll be pulling down in at some point in the non-too-distant future. It could be 6 months from now, it could be a year from now, it could be a month from now. It's just whenever Apple goes on a nice run over that 210 mark. And same with Canadian Imperial Bank. Canadian Imperial Bank can just get over $1.10. I'll be all over selling a good chunk of this, and then I'm going to break down in the next video what I want to buy, what I plan on buying soon. I'm also going to be expecting some huge dividend payments coming in, so if we go back into the dividends here, guys, it's not going to show me the month of July here because we're in the month of July, but we can see the structure and how it's going to get paid out into the future. But if we look here, guys, we have July 15th, July 29th, July 29th. We have, oddly enough, none of my U.S. companies paying me for this month of July, unless they already have, which some of them may. No, I doubt it, because I would see more in this account. We've only got, we haven't had a lot of dividend payments yet. So most of them are going to be coming from these 3 companies this month. And then if we go into the other account, here we have one for July coming out of MO, which is actually a pretty decent dividend yield because it's about $100. So that's coming up very soon as well. And we can see up in this account how I will be see, I'm not getting any money in September, but I'm be getting 108 in October, and in this account, in October we'll be getting 392 plus 99 US. So I mean, look at that. We're getting $500 just in this account in October, and then over here we're getting another 100. So there's just months where I get paid a lot of money and months where I might not get paid a lot. Like in September, I get nothing out of this account, but in the other account in September, I'll be making about, give or take, almost 200 bucks, maybe a little less than that. No, it'll be right around 200. 180-ish. So you can see the fluctuations that way, guys. But I want you to let me know in the comment section below what you think about this and with all the changes going on in this account. Or if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I love answering your guys' questions. But this is a quick dividend update today, guys. I can't wait for my next video. I'm going to be breaking down some more stocks for you. Really high yielding companies that I think are fascinating. So stay cool, stay awesome, guys. I look forward to chatting to you real soon.